Let's get started on it. Begin for us.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so first thing today I work on like adding system message for if you would change the group image. So it will send a system message as well as notification. So that I have created pull request. Jerry has approved it. It is in QA, so we can test it.
Okay, great. Thank you. What else?
And second thing, like I'm working on Ismail API for make alerts as read and find the unread alerts indication. So that is almost done. So I will give him only subscription will be remaining. So I will provide him later. These two query and mutation I will provide him in 30 minutes within 30 minutes, and subscription I will give him later.
Okay, so to indicate the number of alerts that are unread.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So Ismail, you require number of alerts unread or just indicator it's unread there?
I wasn't aware of any numbers. No, I was aware just of the indicator.
Just only indicator, no, not number.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I can return the number also if you want. I will return number instead of just
Um.
everything.
Hmm.
You can return it if we decide to use it. We can. If not, we can just have the indicator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then were you working on something else with the duplicate messages
Duplicate messages. Where? Which one? I am not aware. Like, did you send me?
in
Slack?
chat? No.
No, I don't. Are you talking about the ones in chat?
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be backend.
No. Okay. Because you said you were working with Amit on it.
Oh no, I said I was working with Amit. Not. I wasn't talking about duplicate messages. We were talking about the alert stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the duplicate messaging things, I added some more conditions around it to hopefully prevent those duplications. So we'll have them push and we'll test it out.
Okay. Okay. So what else do you have going on, Amit?
Yeah, that's it from sir.
All right. Okay, so then Ismail, what do you think is causing that? I don't see it a lot, but I do see it.
It's really hard to like like tell you this is exactly the problem because, like you said, we can't really don't see it that often, and when we do, we can't really time it. So, I mean, I added some more like safety measures in terms of like some better error handling, better safety measures, better duplicate. Um, what's it called? Where it detects if there's duplicates. So I added better logic there, and I also had AI go over it and improve it if it could, which
Mm.
it added some valuable points. So yeah, all that together, I think with this new approach, we shouldn't see it. I know the one I had earlier like dramatically reduced it, but I think this one should actually like check for duplicates and hopefully never push it to begin with.
Okay.
So I'll have that PR for Emmy today if he wants to kind of go over and see if he can see any weak points. But
I'm
yeah,
just wondering what the root cause is, and I'm also
it's
worried
the root
about.
cause is going to be something around cache updating.
Okay.
So like when we get the new data and we get the old data and then we merge them together, there's a lot going on with that screen. You have network calls, you have potential, duplicate calls to the API maybe if somehow some way that happens every now and then. You have timing can also be off a little bit. There's a lot of because like
Hmm.
it's a big object, so when merging it, we have to be very careful how we handle it.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's where I was also worried. There's some unintended consequences of mm, the fixes, changes you made, potentially causing.
Well, we would have to obviously test it very, very, very well, but what I added shouldn't technically cause any problems because they're more like safety checks and it can block updates if certain conditions are met. Or not updates, it can like block adding certain messages if certain conditions are met. So I tested it obviously after I finished really good and I didn't see any problems. Then again, we also want to make sure that's the case in production. So maybe we use it in test flight for a day or two and then see if it's all good or not with bigger chats.
Okay. And you said you wanted to go over it with Amine.
No, no, I just said I was going to submit the PR to Amin, and if he sees anything he can improve off of what I have, then he can also do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think what I have now looks pretty good in theory. Again, it's hard to test for duplicates because it's hard to produce them.
Yeah.
So
Is,
yeah.
is it something you want to explain to him though, but like with the PR, or do you think?
It's nothing crazy. I mean, the code is self-explanatory. To be honest, it's mainly checking for duplicates and better error handling. So that's the main changes I made there.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
So it makes it a little more, it adds a little bit more compute in terms of it has to just check for duplicates real quick. The only thing I might maybe consider is maybe if we scroll like for a very very long time to see if that duplicate check could potentially maybe cause some delays. I'm not sure. So that's one maybe concern I have, but that's like after doing a lot of scrolling. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So that's it's kind of the so here's the thing. It's kind of the main reason I didn't add it the first time for performance, but now I I still don't think it's like a O1 check. O1 meaning the speed of it,
Mhm.
where it's like consistent. Like it's a constant speed that runs every time. And maybe more at the end. And I don't know if I could, which is basically the bigger the array, the longer it takes. So that's just one thing we have to kind of see is how if and this is going to be happening on the front end device. So obviously the faster the phone, the better performance you'll see. But with when it scales very long, maybe that's one point thinking about it now that could be tested more. And by scale, I mean if we scroll up a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. And what about if the chat is really active?
So it doesn't matter if it's active or not. What matters is the list or the. So again, when I say O of n is the list length. That means the longer the length, the longer this calculation would take for checking for duplicates. Um, so I don't know if there's an O of one approach, which is again is it does the same thing every time, but I can't possibly think of one unless yeah, no, nothing comes to mind at the moment. I'll do more research, but like I said, I think what I have is performant, but I don't know how it would scale when. So it doesn't. So if the chat is active, that wouldn't matter if you like if you're not in it because you only get the last 30 messages. The only time that I want to test is if you scroll for like 10 minutes straight or 5 minutes straight or 3 minutes straight, where the it's checking against a very long array of messages.
Let's see. What if there's a different solution that addresses the root cause with cache?
Well, that's what I did the first time. That was like my first approach,
Hmm.
which I thought it fixed it because we haven't seen this in quite a bit. The
Right.
duplicate problem, but it looks like it's still possible. And what were the conditions that you saw it in? Were they anything special, or were you just using chat like normal?
It was just normal. It wasn't. Yeah, it was recent messages.
Mm.
I don't even
Was
think
it?
that it was
Yeah.
like within 30. I don't think it had paginated. It was
Oh, only the initial
like the
load,
first maybe
the
five.
first third.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, okay. That actually helped me a lot. Mm. I also added some logic around that. So, like the initial load logic,
You added that
which
today.
yeah, some more safe. Like that one is actually easy to check for duplicates in the first 30. So if let me see, let me test this. If you see the app gets very slow after you paginate, I might remove the duplicate check to only the first pagination or the first 30 messages.
Okay.
Um, that should be that should be O of one, where it's always checking for only the first 30. It's not it doesn't scale as you scroll.
I think I've seen the duplicates after scrolling too, though. but
If you did, then yeah, then we have to go with other with both, of
I'm
course.
just not 100% sure.
Hmm.
But sometimes messages look really similar. But I don't know if anyone else has seen it. Danny, have you scrolled and seen the messages like repeat themselves lately?
No, and I've been
No.
in messages quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it definitely did yesterday for that first load. I saw it because then backed out, came back, and then they weren't there. Um, hmm. Does that mean you might want to remove what you did, Ismail, for the?
Not necessarily remove, maybe tweak it.
Okay.
I still think there were improvements overall.
Okay. Okay. Then what do you have going on after that?
Well, a few things. First, I need to finish the alert things to add the red and or in the indicator for you have a new alert. So after you obviously saw Saturday where my progress was, so it's pretty much done except for that last piece. So I do need the backend to finish the subscription and the queries for me, which Ahmed should have done today. Um, and then after that, I uh, did the whole masonry grid. I forgot what it's called. Where I calculated on the front end side, which means we don't have to like we can keep the old one, which we currently use in photos on the user feed. We can keep that as is, but for the chat one, we don't have to pass the width and height to back end. I can just do it on the front end, and that gives us backwards compatibility. So what I would need to finish that is, well, first of all, the what's it called, the Figma design, and where how we would basically access it, and then the functionality. You would have to also discuss that with. I think Jerry had a few questions about, is it going to be per topic, or is it just going to be all the topics in one grid? So yeah, we just need answers to those questions, and we can finish that as well. I have all the plan is there. It's backward compatible. We just need those final details.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
And then after that, obviously, we can start looking into chat replies.
Sounds good. Okay. Thank you, Ismail. Um, Jerry, let's get your update, please.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that what we call that topic for the masonry grid. So we can use an existing query if it's going to be per topic. I just wanted to know if we're going to do it per topic or is it going to be like a masonry for the whole chat. Friday, if I recall, we were doing like just a topic. Is that correct?
Um, yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay. For now, we'll do just a topic. Okay. So what I can do is in topic details, Ismail, I can pass you a flag for is this a photo, like is this a masonry grid topic? Like an enum between like chat or masonry. How does that sound?
Are we not gonna support it for all topics? Like all topics, you can just
Yeah, it's going to be in like get all topics, and then it's going to be a property in there.
Well, I guess what I'm confused about is that are we gonna have this for all topics?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay, so why would we need a flag? So we just have it like a the so will the photos? Oh, do you mean like? So will the photos API be a different API, or is it going to be part of the topic one?
it's so photos is you're going to use get all group message. So the way I envision it is you have John. Let me know if I'm wrong. Is you have your topics, your normal chat, and then when you go to a topic, instead of seeing like the conversation UI for that topic, instead you get the masonry grid.
Yeah,
So
that was the idea.
yeah, the topic is the masonry.
For the specific ones that are like just a photos topic.
Wait, so the topic. Sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble picturing that. So you're saying instead of seeing the chat, you see the masonry grid?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if we thought this through all the way though, because now I'm wondering why we didn't consider that now people won't be able to really comment in there.
Uh, well,
I guess.
I thought we wanted it to be like a photo library.
Right.
I-
They can react. I
They can
suppose.
react.
Yeah.
I thought this would be more like, you know how if you are like if you're in iMessage and or WhatsApp and you just want to see your media, you don't want to see all the chat. You can like
There was going to
click
be.
it.
Yeah, there was going to be both um, options. Where the user sorts by all the pictures and makes a grid, and then the other one is for topics that are designed exclusively for photos. Like there is a club photos topic in our guest list chat, and the idea
Mm,
was
so
like,
that would have to be toggled, like in terms of when you create the topic, you create a photo topic or a photo gallery topic before you create the topic itself.
right? How would that work, Jerry?
I think it would have to be set from the admin panel. Unless when you create the topic, you create a custom topic, we can add a flag to the topic input if you want it to be just set configurable within the app. I
Yeah,
feel like that could be a toggle. You could do like photos only.
we should discuss this a little bit more.
Mm.
Just to, I don't want to make something that we decide later we don't like. Okay, let me talk with Chantel, Danny, and these guys today about it. Is it going to block anything?
What do you mean? Is it going to block anything?
Like, let's say I don't have an answer for you for a couple days. Can we still move forward? Like, can you make it? I think we still do want the gallery, no matter what, for accessing menu.
Yeah, like I can give Ismail a generic mutation against all the images within a chat.
Okay, let's start there.
And it's not topic
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
I just want to
Oh,
confirm.
Jerry,
I mean,
we
what's up?
already have query now for the get our photo inside the chat.
Oh yeah, true.
Is that for all the chat or per topic?
This would be for the entire group.
Yes.
Mm, okay. And then we would access this to like, for example, just see all the media in the group. Like let's say I want to search for a certain photo. I don't want to go through all the chat. I would like go kind of like iMessage and open it there, right? That's what we're kind of building here.
In the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's start there.
Okay, we can start there, but yeah, we need to know about the topic specific thing as well.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get back to you on it.
Okay, cool. Outside of that, Friday, I created something honestly that I've been just having in the back of my head. And as I noticed Ayad's rebuilding the web store, and what I've been wanting to create, and this will have like residual effects on like our back end too, is a what I'm going to call like a database proxy server. So it's going to be a dedicated connection pooling service that I create that will support all of our web-based applications, and it's going to be secure, got like a massive password behind it. And instead of calling the database directly, this is going to serve as a middle server that will connect with the database. So what this is going to allow us to do, it's going to allow us to use like AWS Amplify to host our applications now, our web applications like the store, the new website, and a lot of microsites because there's some server maintenance involved. But I just the complexity with building this proxy is what prevented us from doing it because our databases are secured behind our AWS firewall. So now I have this proxy. I am implementing it in his new web store implementation. I'm going to send it back to Ayad and see if he can do it for the other projects. And then we can move all of our web projects off of their dedicated servers over to AWS Amplify, which is ideally for Next.js a better environment to use anyways. We wanted to do it at first, but it was this issue with the database connections is what kind of threw us in the loop and forced us to dedicated servers. Now, why is this also important? Like I said, for the backend, is because the proxy has its own connection pool, which means is that it determines that we have, 10, 15 active connections to the database, to the production database, to the MySQL database. As we start to build more web applications, those are more connections to the database that get taken up. So something that we have that causes slowness and sometimes causes like outright failures in times of extreme peak load is the database has way too many connections going and it just cannot accept any more connections. So now by routing all our applications through this connection pooler that will handle the connections and make sure that all the connections are being used efficiently, now the back end will have more available connections to take up whenever we hit a time of
I love it.
load.
Who said I love it? Is that you?
Me.
Okay, nice.
That's great. That's a great solution. We were just talking. Ayad and I were talking about our frustrations about not being able to use Amplify when we started to rebuild the web store. So that's awesome.
I'm literally like about to push a version of the web store that runs on Amplify.
Sick. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, John, we started rebuilding the whole web store that Jeff Robinson initially built a couple years back. One of the biggest failures of the initial web store was that we didn't have individual product pages. We just had product like tabs, and it completely hindered our ability to have any kind of SEO functionality on our store. So now that we have individual product pages, we can start focusing on ranking higher for products that we're selling, and then probably start to vary out our offerings a little bit more too. But yeah, this is a really nice step in the right direction. We keep on adding so much stuff that attacks our Sircles database from these web views. So this is a very welcome implementation. I'm glad to hear we're doing this.
Great. Me too.
Yep. So
Yes.
I'm going to work on pushing that up, giving AI the documentation that he needs so he can work on migrating all the other applications. And I also got a successful connection to SoundCloud Friday, and I was able to retrieve a URL so I had like a SoundCloud account I made and just some music I uploaded like many years ago. Don't bother looking it up. But you can retrieve the streaming URL and I can forward it to the front end, and then the front end can play it as long as they have a player component. This is just all a test. Like I don't have like an actual query that can be ran, but I confirmed that the connection is in place. What I would like is a list of artists that we're going to partner with that use SoundCloud, and then I'm going to use that to model the queries that will actually be called that list their music.
Interesting. I'm multitasking, so I'm following most of that, I think. How far have you gotten in this? Have you actually tested this out?
Like I said, the only thing I've tested is the API connection works, and I'm able to retrieve a streaming URL. But what I would like to get more information on is the artist like that we're going to be using. If I can get like a link to a playlist or a link to an artist, like a few that we will end up partnering with,
Okay.
and I can then run some API calls and be able to form data based off of what SoundCloud's returning. Because right now, like on my SoundCloud account, I only have one song uploaded, so it doesn't really give me benefit. Like it's not that active.
Okay. Danny, did you talk to Nico about this? Is that where you got SoundCloud from?
Yeah.
You want to ask him if he could send you a link?
Yeah.
What did you call the link, Jerry?
Like just like either playlist or his account, like links that he would share with others.
Okay, so a shareable link from his SoundCloud.
Yes.
Okay, great. We'll get you a test link for his playlist.
Okay. Yep.
Great. Okay. What else do you have to do there for testing?
Once I get the link, well, it's not done. So what I need to do is I'm still collecting data. So once I get the link, I'm going to see what I can extract from the API. And then once I get what I can extract from the API, I'm going to use that to build out our tables and queries and UDFs and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. What else got going on?
So that's about it. This proxy stuff shouldn't take any longer than today, but it'll take a little time.
All righty. Anything else you want to add, or any questions or anything?
Let me think. I think just get back with me on that masonry grid, unless there's something I'm forgetting. I know there was some display stuff on the checkout flow for the business. You said that you couldn't scroll down all the way when registering a business. Yeah, I resolved that as well. I just had to apply the fix I did to that previous page.
Okay.
It's
Easy.
just adding like a bunch of, it's like almost an absurd amount of padding, but it works now.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Thank you, Jerry. Amine, let's get your update, please.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm at home, my internet connection is not working as fast.
Okay.
I'm out.
It
You guys.
is a little bit garbled, but I can hear you.
Yeah. If it's really bad, I can switch up to my phone or disable. Yeah.
Okay. I can follow.
Okay. So yeah, Friday I was working on like the Android part for upgrading React Native and all of that, and it was not really compiling, so I went and yeah, went to all the issues we had, and right now the run line right now the Android is functioning. I've been testing like the favorite in the chat, other places, navigation, and everything looks good. There was some issues that I fixed on Friday. The one that was like
Wait, now you're cutting out. So, you said you fixed one on Friday, and then what? Okay. It sounds like you're really far away from the microphone. Um,
Meanwhile, if Amine will back, Ismail, I pinged you the query and mutation. Do you have any question for it?
You mean subscription and query?
Uh, Query and mutation I pinged you. Subscription I will ping you later. It will subscription will be time compiling to
What mutation do we need? Let me see here. The mutation to basically mark it as red.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Query mutation and then subscription. Okay. Let me test that out. And you said the subscription would be available tomorrow?
Yes. Since I need to update too many places from where it is generating alerts, I need to update every places.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I'll implement these. If I have any questions, I'll Slack you.
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. I mean, maybe you're back. If not, I can go to Wells. Yeah, so he's still working with his audio. Wells, do you want to go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So, Friday I opened a PR for the navigation, the badges navigation on the um for the level navigation. When you hit on the badge, you go to the home screen, and Amin added a comment there. So we are debating about how to implement some stuff there and how to interact or not with the tab view. Right now, the way it is working. We're just thinking in perhaps a way of doing it in a better way without modifying the tab view. But we are discussing that, and we have solutions for both scenarios. So there's a bit of discussion there, but nothing to worry about. And I was trying to implement the scroll, so programmatically scrolling when you also navigate there, but I couldn't achieve that successfully. So perhaps if either Ismail or Amin can assist me on that, I believe that would be a good next step. And right now, while that the working on the scroll is on hold, I am working into fixing a analytics bug in which the properties in the analytics will show that a user is not invited, even though when it is an invited user and there is an inviter key there. So we are tracking the inviter key, but sometimes the user the inviter will show us false. So I'm investigating that in the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I'm taking a look into the loading for the entertainment screen in the favorites in the meanwhile. So yeah, basically this discussion in the PR, investigating the analytics, working on the scrolling, and also on the loading for the other screen.
I see. Okay. Very good. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's all. Perhaps when Amin is back, we can bring the discussion to him on the scrolling.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you, Wells.
Thank you, sir.
Ismail, I'd like to do another build with the front end changes we did Saturday. Um, are there any other PRs that also you think we should merge that weren't, nothing too different?
Um, uh, no, since the alert APIs are not all finished yet, we can just include the alert without the indicator.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Um,
That'd be
yeah, and other than that, let me see if I have. Well, let me see. Oh yeah, and then the duplicate message APR. I should probably create that now.
but that one makes me nervous to introduce
Okay.
without the testing.
Um, oh, because you want a production build. That's correct. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll keep that in a separate QA build. So we have the styles and the alerts. No, those are the only two then.
Okay.
And the PRs for those are already open, so they just need to be approved, and I can merge them and start on that build.
Okay, yeah, and Amine, I guess, has just been on the React Native thing, so there's nothing there yet.
Correct.
Okay, and then does Wells have any open PRs?
I don't think so. Well, actually, let me check. I checked on mine.
He has the one with the comment, but
Yeah, there's one, but it's on hold.
Yeah, there's one for Rose that has a few comments on it. Let me see. Has that been addressed? Been approved?
no, not all the way.
Okay. So yeah, there's one PR open for Will. I think I mean the comment also. I think they have to go back and forth until they get that approved.
Okay, so we can leave that out for now. What about any that were approved but just not merged yet?
No, there's none of those.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then let's do the those two little things, and that'll be an improvement. That's pretty risk free.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, great. All right then. Um, Amine, how you doing?
Um, now you guys can hear me well.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was saying Friday I was working on Android. There was like issues related to the new React Native version where things are not working as expected. So once it was like in favorite thing, other issue was with the wheel. It was like crashing the app. But the one that's took me a little bit to figure it out, it was like with the library we're using for podcasts. So the podcast player. So that library, it's not yet fully migrated to the new architecture. There is a PR still open, that's like it does all this migration, but it's not merged yet with the library or with the library. It's still open. It's been open like for 3 months, and there's like a lot of people commenting on it and testing it, saying it's good, and it's always updated. Like it's just like I think it's 4 days or 7 days ago where it's like got updated. So I'm using that PR like as a base for the library we're using. So in the I tested it on Android, it's working, and also tested it in the iOS because it's being used in both, and it's working on both. Yeah, like I can do I can do a build for the Android, but I didn't want to do it on Friday or Saturday, because I was like, maybe there's another build like we're testing right now, and with Android we can
Mhm.
only test one build at a time. So
Right.
I waited to now, so I know like if we're okay to do an Android build, and also like I'm not sure if you guys had time to play with the iOS
I didn't see
build.
the a build in test flight. I looked.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be in the previous builds. Like it's the
I
third.
looked.
It's like
What number would it
uh,
be?
yeah, like the comment in development, it says, yeah, there will be notification. It's gonna be like 54, 3,
54.
54, like the build number 3.
You left the message in Slack.
Yeah,
It's
like it has an old build number,
I see.
and this
But
flight
now
that
I understand.
yeah
I saw
yeah
55 was the latest. Okay, I see. Okay, so
yeah
54.3 is the new React Native, right? 54.3.
yeah.
Okay,
So yeah
okay, I'll check
yeah
that out.
yeah we need to test that like
Okay, we're gonna do. We can do an Android build for QA, but we're also gonna do one that we're gonna release. So do we have to wait, or what do you think? Because we're gonna do one more
yeah
production.
we have to wait like
Hmm, okay.
yeah.
Um. Okay. I wish we could put a rush on Android. We can't. That might take a couple days.
I mean, we can yeah, we can prioritize the other build because like even like this one, it's gonna take time like, to test it, and it's
Which one? The React
like
Native.
the React Native. Yeah.
Hmm. Um. Okay. Well. Um. Okay. I'm thinking because this Android build might get approved really fast because there's almost no changes to it. It's just a little bit of styling changes and then the alert bell. Um. I'm thinking about this. Well, how how quickly do you need us testing Android? I mean, or do you still have a lot more work to do?
Uh, I would love like if we can just take our time with it, like
Yeah,
just to be sure, like not breaking anything. Or
but
it's like this is like you. Hmm.
do you need us to start testing right away before you go further, or can you keep going further for another day?
I mean, no, right now I'll be like in like waiting phase because like to see all the feedback. I don't see I don't see any issues right now. Maybe guys you can spot issues on the device.
Okay, then
And
okay, so
yeah,
then
that's I need the help.
Ismail, will you just do an iOS build for production only? iOS, Ismail.
Yes. So only on iOS build production. Okay.
Yeah, that one I think was the more styling issue related one anyway. So we'll then Amin, you'll do go ahead and do the Android build for QA. don't know if you can hear me. I mean,
but like wise it's gonna be a
oh yeah. So you
yeah.
were putting out there. Go ahead.
Oh, I was able to hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that if we do like a QA build for the new React Native, we can't do another build because we can have only one build at a time.
I know.
And yeah,
I know. I
okay.
was going to sacrifice the production release for Android because the one there is fine. It's just nice to have some,
Okay.
some minor style changes. Um,
All right.
yeah, I want to get it testing right away. So, will you ping development and we'll test it on Android right away when it's ready,
Yep. Yep. For sure.
and I'll
Yep.
test
For sure.
iOS. So, Chantel, take a look for in the next hour or so. There'll be a new Android build, and it'll be very different architecture. So, we're anticipating a lot of quirks. Um, so let's note the try and find the biggest ones, like ones that are like absolutely deal breakers where things just aren't working at all for you. Let's start with those. Not so much the tiniest of style issues, but like more of the, and then work your way down to the smaller style issues. But if there's anything that's just breaking, like you can't navigate or some things just buttons aren't appearing, things like that. Okay. It'll be about awesome. It'll be about an hour. I'll let Todd know as well. And I have another Android too. Okay. Very good. So then I think that concludes our session for today. I've got some appointments this afternoon. Ismail, let me know when the iOS build is up, and then Amin's gonna let us know when the Android build is up, and we'll.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, can you just please spend some time reviewing the PR so I can get that build going?
Yeah. We'll do that right now.
All right, thank you.
Like
Ismail, I thought we were gonna
uh,
leave. I thought we were gonna leave
like
that
a
PR out.
roll up.
What's that?
I thought we were gonna leave out that PR of for the chat.
Yeah, yeah. The other two, the alerts and the style changes we made on the
Oh,
weekend.
those have not been reviewed. Yeah, there's a couple. What were you gonna say? I mean, you have a question?
Yeah, for Wales about his PR. Is
No.
it available? We do like
Well, there's that. Yes, but Ismail has two outstanding PRs that need your review.
okay.
Yeah, they're fairly small. They're
Uh,
not huge.
okay.
Yeah, do
Okay,
those
I'll let
first.
him know. So,
Okay, yeah, do those first, and then will you reach out to Wells?
all right. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Very good. Then sounds like we got a good plan. All right, everybody. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be around, and I'll catch up with everyone later.
Cool deal.
Thanks,
All right.
guys. Take it
Thanks.
easy.
Awesome.
See ya.